like so many of us, going to Detroit, my big question was, why am I here? Why am I here at this space and time? God, I don't know. I have ideas. I need you to tell me. And boy, did he. Earlier this year, I read a phenomenal book on dynamite prayer. And at the beginning of the book, it quoted Luke 1:35, the Holy Spirit will come over you and the power of the Holy Spirit will overshadow you. That was my prayer every single morning this week was, God, overshadow me. Just a couple of highlights of how God showed me why I was there at this place and time. On Tuesday, we had the good fortune of being at Oakland Avenue Urban Farm, and I know Stephanie will talk more about that later at the offering time. Amazing is too small a word for what Billy and Carlos are doing in this community, to truly take a neighborhood that was collapsing and bringing it back to being a urban farm, a gift to the community, and they just keep expanding. So on that day, I learned I am here to participate and to witness and take my witness back to tell the story, their story to other people, what they're doing, how we can support, and what the possibilities are, because he was the dreamer that I am not. Another day, we worked with Vanguard Community Development on neighborhood development. As you heard here, every single person walked away with a Miss Mary story from this week. An amazing, amazing woman. I am 64, Miss Mary is 84. One of the tasks Jay mentioned, we whipped the boulevard in front of her house so that when she sat on her porch, she could look out at something beautiful every morning. But the grass truly was knee-high. So it left a lot of large grass clippings. So Jacques and I started raking the grass clippings. Did not take very long before Miss Mary was over with us, grabbed another rake and you need to know it was midday, it was 100 degrees, and she started raking. And I thought, the physical therapist in me thought, oh my gosh, she needs to get out of the heat, she needs to stop working, or I am gonna have a medical situation on my hands. And so I said, no, we're fine, we can do this, you go sit. And she said, no, I'm good. And she kept raking, and I tried several times to get her to stop. And it became very apparent that this was pride for her. It was also, this is her journey, this is her neighborhood, these are her people. She needed to be a part of that. And that was my learning from that day. Jeff already used the term about mission being transactional, and I very much listened closely as Pastor Annalisa was telling us that, especially me, I'm used to mission work being transactional. What do I have? I can give you, and I decide what you get, how much you get, how you use it. And I'm working hard to flip my idea of mission on its head now, mission being relational. Let's work together. You tell me what your needs are, what your hopes are, what your dreams. How can I dovetail into that and support you? Thursday and Friday, I spent 2 full days in basements with Steph and other people, working on debris removal from homes after flooding. One of the homeowners told me it was 2023 that the flood was. We worked with after the storm. I know from personal experience, basements hold a lifetime of memories for us. And for these people, a lot of those memories and just stuff was ruined by the water damage. Um, and we met people at various stages of readiness to purge their stuff. One of the houses we were in absolutely was a hoarding house, hoarding basement, and those homeowners were not at all ready to purge, to get rid of anything. Other people just had they were on the timeline of that, just that readiness. And I thought, boy, I get it. We moved to Green Bay 8 years ago, and when we moved, I cleaned out our basement. I thought, I'm not moving this to Green Bay. I go to my basement now here in Green Bay, and I think, how did all this stuff reproduce? I have a basement full again. And my learning from those 2 days is, God, what do I need to release? What do I need to let go of? What stuff is in my life that I should surrender to God to allow room to receive overshadowing of the Holy Spirit?